Hi, this is Belinda Colubriale and this is Talking High Performance with Belle. So I'm making this podcast for people who want to live their best life, people who know that there's more in them, but they just don't know how to get it. So there's a gap, something's missing, I'm making it for them. Hey, it's Belle. Welcome to episode 3, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how do you navigate your life with purpose using clarity. So, if you tuned into the past couple of episodes, we started off by talking about the stories that we tell ourselves and also reflecting on, what are our top wins and where are areas to improve. And today I want to take that one step further and go, where can we help you get really clear in your life moving forward and more purposeful? So a great place to begin is clarity. And when we talk about clarity, I want to go through a few steps that really help with that. And the first step is reflecting on where you're at. So it's really hard to get clear and to move forward if we don't know our starting point. So by sitting down and going, where am I at? And sitting in the moment and sitting in the situation, it's much easier to move forward. And sometimes that's good and that's easy to do. And sometimes that's hard, and that's just dependent on where you are in your life. So that's a really, really good way to start. And if you're not sure exactly about where you're at, it's a great time to start writing about it. Grab out some pictures, have some, thinking, listen to the music, think about the music that you're listening to. Is that reflecting, where you are in life at the moment? And so that's a really great place to start. And the second place when we talk about clarity is looking at what you want from different parts of your life. And when we talk about different parts of our life, we're breaking it up into different categories. And some really good categories to start is, what do you want personally? So if you were living your best life, what would self-care look like to you? What hobbies would you be doing? What would it look like that would make you feel really good? The next part is professionally. So are you happy in your job? Are you happy with what you're doing? Are you happy in your surroundings there? Have you been thinking about a job change for a while and you're just not clear on how to get it? Third part is financially. So are there goals that you want to reach? Are you at the point where you thought you would be? And if you are, what does the next step look like? If you're not, what is it that you want? Do you need to do some investing? Do you need to do some research? What can you do to get to that financial point where you feel like you're really clear and you're really motivated towards, what you want in life? The fourth part is spiritually. And this doesn't matter if you're a religious person or not, but, are you connected to the moment? Are you really clear on, how you're feeling? Are you grounded? And what can you do in that area? And the fourth part is relationships. And I'm talking about all relationships here. So what do you want your interactions to look like with other people, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your kids, whether it's your co-workers, and get really clear on what do you want in each of those areas. So that would be my second point with clarity. So acknowledge where you are and then work out in those 5 different areas, what is it that you want and what do you need to get clear about that will make you feel more purposeful. So that's the second part. The third part, and this is, so you've got your list of the 5 different areas and you're acknowledging where you're at. The third part is, how do you move the needle just a little bit? So we're not talking about, making major changes. We're talking about in each area, what does it look like? In your personal life, what can you do that would make you feel a little bit better than what you're doing today? So that could be something like a massage once a month. It could be, phoning a friend and going to play tennis, once a week. What can you do in each area? In your relationships, it could be, organising a dinner date with your husband, calling in a babysitter and pre-planning and doing that. Financially, it could be something as simple as listening to a podcast, could be reading a financial book, just to give you some ideas. We're not saying you need to make the big changes or make the big decision, but just start off with something little. Spiritually, it could be listening to meditations. It could be starting off with, 5 minutes a day and going, okay, yep, that one works. No, that one I'm still distracted, and trying a few different things. And professionally, it could be just really like thinking about your workplace when you're in there and going, am I happy? Is this what I want to be doing? What are the other options? Or if you are happy, why am I happy? And getting really clear on that. So that would be my third point. How do you one up on each of those areas? And then my fourth point, and this one is an interesting one, is create a tagline. So what would your most purposeful life look like? And a tagline is important because you can use words that are really important to you and you can use them to live by, almost like a mantra. So for me, I sign off everything, whether it's a podcast, whether it's an email, with live a successful, purposeful, and fully charged life every day. And to me, it's what those words mean to me. Like successful means, how do I feel successful in each of those different areas? Purposeful is, what purpose am I bringing to my days and where do I want to be? And once I'm clear on that, it's much easier to move forward and to say yes to certain things and also no to certain things. And fully charged is, am I bringing the right energy to situations? So, having 4 young children and running a business, it's really important to me to make sure that I'm always working towards my peak energy levels. And if I'm not, getting some help in that area or tweaking things in my day to make sure that that feels better. So I think, if you do that and if you create a tagline like that or a mantra to live by and you set a reminder on your phone or you put it somewhere in your office or you have it somewhere, it's much easier to stay aligned to your purpose. So that would be my tip number 4. So there you have it. They're my 4 steps to living life with more clarity and purpose. If you like what you've heard, feel free to head to my website, grab yourself a free ebook. All the info will be in the description as well. And I look forward to chatting to you next week. Live a successful, purposeful, and fully charged life every day. Your coach, Bel.